Hey, it's Brett Boyce with Split Rock Custom Homes. We are here at our 2026 St. George area Parade of Homes, and I'm here with the two guys that made it happen. Mark Tate with Tate Studios, the architect extraordinaire, and Tragan Jones, who is my project manager, superintendent on this job that made it all happen. And we're so excited to show you this house. It is unbelievable. Can't wait. So we're gonna take you inside and we're gonna show you all the features and talk about the why and how we made this happen.
Tragan, tell me about this material we used on the front entry here.
So this material is a porcelain material with very large slabs. They're about 5 feet wide, 11 feet in length, and they're all miter cut on the edges, all cut by hand, and it turned out flawlessly.
The detailing is brilliant.
It
Absolutely
came together
brilliant.
super well.
So tell me about the metal.
So the metal is an ACM product where we're not a big fan of oil canning, and with ACM that is something that we can prevent is the oil canning. And we also didn't want an exposed gutter on the outside face of the home.
Love the way we concealed the gutter and have the rain chains on the end into the drains.
Yeah, that's one thing. Your design just kind of has so many different depths with the fascia and the, just every bit of detail.
I love the way we pulled this off, that the fascia actually has, like they look like little modules, and there's some, the little shadow lines really add a lot of depth instead of it just being a long piece of sheet metal. There's so much more nuance to it.
Yeah. Curb appeal is
Love the way you
truly
do that.
epic when you walk up from the street, right?
Well, let's go in and see the rest of the house. So Brett, how about this view?
Hey, not too bad, is it? I love the design. I've had so many people tell me they love the clear story windows above and the natural light that comes through those. And the way that design came together.
We love doing the clear story windows, obviously because it brings in natural light, but it also brings in animation of the clouds.
Yeah.
When you have rainstorms and lightning and colors from sunsets and that sort of thing. It just adds sort of another layer of nuance to it. But what I really like about this is, I talk always with clients about living in the view. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what we've created here. You look out you see the pool, you see the golf course, you see the mountains off in the distance, and you really live in this view. Right now we've got this back door wide open, beautiful day, the weather's wonderful, and this is what it's all about.
Yeah, Tragan, tell us how hard it was to make that deck and that patio without any sort of, it's a 60-foot span, isn't it?
Yeah, so that is a 60-foot span. There's a big I-beam that's on the face of that deck. And getting that to make sure it's straight, getting the red oak straight was flawless, man. Are you kidding me?
I know, it looks great.
Every single detail mattered on that to make sure you could capture this view.
And it's a 20-foot plus overhang, which is super nice to have those clear story windows above to bring that light in. Because when you have that deep of an overhang, it kind of darkens the living space. But this feels
like you
great.
said, the clear story really opens it up and it doesn't feel like it's so deep.
Yeah.
But you get a lot of sunshade from this and a lot of protection from the elements. If it's raining outside, you can still be outside and enjoy it. The heaters on the ceiling, make the space usable at night.
Yep. The heaters, the misters. I love the design and I love the execution.
We did it.
The detail in this house is phenomenal.
I do love your design, Mark, how you designed it to have that stone go inside out. And so
it makes the house feel a lot bigger than it really is, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And we try to integrate that so it just looks like the windows just blur the line and disappear.
Just disappear. And we talk about that a lot too. We just want to blur the lines from inside to outside. Mm-hmm. So bring that outside in so you feel like you're living in that view. And here with the red mountains.
How do you like that stone we use that kind of blends in with the natural environment?
Cantera stone I love the depth
Yeah.
of the Cantera stone, right? The in and out just gives it a lot of...
It's kind of that lava to match the outside environment. It just, the homeowner walked through and just like, I love the stone.
Yeah.
What a great environment to hang out. Great for families, right? Lots of room in here.
Should we go check out the outside?
Let's do it, man.
said, Mark, it's just so comfortable going inside to out. You know, it's a
Blows
great
right
day,
out.
but even on a cooler day, we've got the fireplace, we've got overhead heaters. On a warm day, you've got the misters to shield you from the heat.
Definitely a house for living in, for entertaining.
It's not like one of those houses that you're just like, well, I don't see myself living here. There's a lot of thought that came through this house, and I think it was executed well.
Very modern, but very livable, very soft.
I've heard that said, and another thing too that you don't typically see is like, I mean, these overhangs over these two flanking bedrooms, I mean, there's no support columns that go down. What was your thought in designing that?
Just trying to open up the patio.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, sometimes you kind of feel, you know, isolated, and sometimes that can be a good thing. But in a case like this, I mean, look at the mountain beyond that view, right? So there's no columns in the way to obstruct that view. You know, same thing goes from the bedroom over here. You know, I'm not having to look through and see little window views. I get the whole panoramic view. And that's the beauty of the mountains up here. It's just, you know, everywhere you look, it's, you know, you see the mesa tops, and you see the mountains. Try to get rid of anything that might get in the way.
Right?
Hey, as an architect, we always come up with all, you know, interesting ideas and challenging ideas. Tell me on this house what you thought one of the most challenging ideas that we brought forth as a design issue. How was it a challenge to build, and what did you do to overcome that challenge? Is that too big of a question?
No, I got that. Are you kidding me? So some of the things that we had to overcome with your great design is, I mean, our trusses were so shallow.
Yes.
But that goes to a very sleek look, to that modern look that we want to achieve. And so making sure that mechanicals could get in there was a key part for us. And so, and in doing that, we have 5 different furnaces in this house, which don't include the cassettes in the garage. So we try to zone the house, not zone, but have the house on each different system to be able to achieve that and not try to take up as much space as we possibly could.
Yeah.
But we use the mechanical rooms on the outside of the house, and then we have a furnace up in the attic, which that was a fun one, trying to get that all fit in there. But use as much space as we could and make this house heat and cool like it should.
Right.
And I think we knocked it out of the park. I think this home is super comfortable, depending on if it's cold, if it's hot. I think the mechanicals to it is, I think we were able to achieve that pretty well.
Interesting.
And you've got it climate controlled so that each room has its own temperature and can control that individually.
On its own system rather than doing a zoning system. Kept it with its own furnace.
Very cool.
So we come down by the pickleball court. What I have found about
You bring pickleball paddles with you so we could play for a little while?
You know, we haven't had the time to play yet, but maybe today's the day. But the countless hours that has been spent here, there's been many times I've just walked down here and kind of took in what we've done, and this spot is one of my favorite spots to capture that.
A lot of clients like the ability to come out and look back at their house, you know, and this seems to me to be, you know, kind of a fun way to do that, right? You're out here playing pickleball and you're feeling good about, wow, I have such a cool house. And
anytime we build a home, we try to make it feel and look like we just picked it up and put it in its natural environment, which you can kind of see as this house blends in. It's so subtle and it just blends right in. But I love how the pop of green from the golf course and the red from the mountains ties into the black with the lava, and then you just kind of look at the house in all those environments and it just fits seamlessly with this outside environment. I just love, like, again, I love your design and I love the execution of how it came
the little
together.
peekaboos. It's almost like it's very picturesque, you know, from here. You can see the red mountains popping up above the house, the little peekaboos around the corner. You always know where you're at.
Who wouldn't want to play pickleball right here?
Right.
Even if you're not good at it, you still can play it, man.
With that view, huh?
All right, Tragan and Brett, this has got to be the most amazing view deck ever.
It doesn't suck, man. It is,
This is unbelievable.
you get the view, you get to enjoy the house.
And what a great place to hang. You got a fire up here, the resort, the mountains.
I love this second level deck.
Yeah.
And the bedroom off of it, and then the front view deck off that front bedroom. This second level just integrates so well with the design too. It's just, it sets off a fresh look, because you can't go this high with your finished floor.
To be a usable roof, essentially, a roof for the patio down below, just adds so much more space to the house. So tell me about this material here on the roof deck. I find this very intriguing.
So we make it look like tile. It's an epoxy coating finish on the deck. And so with tile, you'll have a lot of maintenance with the grout. You can have issues with water, with deep freeze in it, having tiles pop. This is an epoxy coat that you don't have those issues, but you get that same feel of a tile deck.
So it's similar to a garage epoxy kind of material,
Yep.
but you put a pattern in it and a texture to make it
Just
kind of
give
look
it a
like
little
stone.
grip for anti-slip. Yeah.
Yep, we want an anti-slip on it, and
Very nice.
it's easy keep.
And I love that you sloped this out without having to put a bunch of crickets in it.
Yeah.
And then there's a gutter on the outside to catch the water, so it doesn't fall down into the patio.
Yep.
Well done.
And then this is where I didn't add a chain on the face of it, so we could keep that view from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And there's a drain that drains back into the wall, and it ties into the landscape drain that you won't ever see.
Very cool.
I just say from start to finish, we've been talking for a couple of years on starting this project, but it took quite a while for the development to get finished, for the roads to get in, and for Black Desert to finish so we could actually build on it. And I remember walking this lot, and it was just lava filled and just but you don't truly appreciate the views until you frame the golf course and the red mountains and everything, and it comes to life. But from start to finish, we had to hustle on this one, didn't we?
We did. So about a year ago, we started blasting the lot, and it got pulled off because all the curb and gutter and things like that. And then we had the PGA, so there's a lot of times where we couldn't be working, and so we were just over 9 months on the build process on this one. And it was, thank goodness for the subs that we have and everyone that showed up every single day. There has not been a day where we haven't had people on top of each other here just trying to get this thing done and get it in.
But they work so well together.
They do.
And the finished product is, I guess Mark will tell us how he feels about the finished product, because it's his.
Had a good leader here.
Yeah, it came together very nice, and we're proud to stand behind it, and we're happy with it.
Yeah, likewise, Brett, I remember standing on this site and just seeing the black rock and creatures running around, and just a bare piece of dirt, and to see what you guys have accomplished in such a short period of time, and to see the quality in such a short period of time. Well done.
First of many in here. We got a few more to finish that you've designed, and we're excited to see get to the finish line.
Looking forward to seeing those.
Thanks for giving us something awesome to build, man.
Appreciate it. Great team effort. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. I wave goodbye to the end.